thought about how I was going to fix this last night, and I dug through before I went home, and I found this. It's exact same dimensions as a square tube. It's 2 inches by 3 inches. There's 3 inches, and that's 2 inches thick. Same as this tube. But I'm not going to go with this. It's just too complicated. I thought about using this. This would be a good option. Drill a 7/8 hole in there. Cut a hole. That's, I think, 1.5 inches. No, it's 2 1/8. And that would work really well. But I came up with a better option. I'm going to go with a piece of square tubing, solid square stuff I've got here. It's a little rusty, but it's already got a hole threaded in there. I can just enlarge that to 7/8, cut that off, take that piece, drill a 7/8 hole, cut whatever dimensions that is exactly 2 inches thick. So if I drop it in there, it'll be flush on both sides, front and back. Weld it in place, grind my welds off. One side's got to be kept flat. The other side, I'm going to put either a piece of probably 3/8, or if I can go up to 1/2 inch, I'll put a piece of 1/2 inch, slightly larger than this, and it'll go past these welds and give it a little more strength. But I can only do that on the side where the nut or the head of the bolt is. There's 2 identical square tubes this side. This side I can come out, put that plate on. I'll grind that off. Well, that'll be gone. I'll be cutting that out to drop that square in there. That solid square piece. And my trouble will be over. No more of this. The ends, I'm gonna work on that too. I'm gonna just build that up with some with the MIG welder. Top's okay, and the bottom, the front and back are worn right down. And I think that wore out because this bolt, the bushing got loose, and with back and forth motion, because this was loose in the middle, it wasn't pushing tight and holding against here. It was actually, this was what was holding it. And this is only supposed to guide it up and down. It's basically supposed to go through that groove and stop up and down. So there's my job for today. I'm gonna get started on that. I found a piece. Another piece. I looked a little further and I found a piece. I drilled a hole. Now I'm gonna go up to another size here. I'm gonna go to either 1/2 inch or 9/16, enlarge that, and then my final dimension here is gonna be, this is 7/8. So I was thinking of going up a size with that bolt, but I like to always go up a little, but I don't think I need to. So that's what I'm going to do. Drill my next hole. So there's my 9/16 hole. Next I'm going to go up to 7/8. I think I have to sharpen that first. It's not that good. Okay, I'm in a bit of a dilemma now. I got a 7/8 bit, but I don't have a 15/16 for this hole. And this bolt is 15/16. I think 1 inch will have too much play. I don't want to go. I have a 1 inch bit, and I think at my home shop I've got a 15/16. I'm hoping I do. So I'm debating whether I should just head back there. And in the meantime, I got sidetracked and I started working on this. So, the broken handle. I just took a drilled a bunch of holes, and I just hammered the wedge out. Left a little nick in there. Anyway, I want to put it, this has been on my workbench for a while, this new handle here. Sometimes I make my own handles, but this one, we bought this one, and I think I'm just going to put it on there. There we go. So I gotta make this, gotta whittle that down a little bit, and we'll go over how we do that. Shouldn't take long. This is like a 5-10 minute job. So I've got my old draw knife. This thing's ancient. I'm gonna whittle that down. And using one hand with a draw knife is not really ideal, but it works. If it's really, really sharp, it should cut. I keep everything I have as sharp. If you watch my video on the stump grinder and the Vermeer versus the Fox, which my little blue stump grinder just totally outperformed that $25,000-$30,000 Vermeer with the rubber tracks, because the guy maintaining that just kept the teeth were dull. He shouldn't have been using it. So let me get that whittled down. And what I like to do is I like to get the head of this right back to this. See the shoulder right here? There's a little shoulder. It gets bigger. I like to get it fairly close to that. So I got about 1 inch to cut off here. And then that gives it a little extra strength, that little shoulder. So it takes a little longer to install it that way, but that's the way I like to do it. Okay, I'll try and get 2 hands in here. It's not easy. This thing works like a sander as well. Just run it like this. I don't know if you can see that. It's not. I need my camera stand. I don't have it today. Some people call this a spoke shave. It's not a spoke shave. That's a draw knife. The draw knife is there's just a blade. A spoke shave has got a. It's kind of a cross between a draw knife and a planer. So you can set the depth of your knife on a spoke shave. But it works like a sander. I'm getting close. Okay, I think I'm close enough. I'm using my little brick. It's a solid steel block, and that's coming right on, but it's pretty tight. Looks pretty close. It's going on. Okay, it's on. It didn't go on as far as I wanted it to, but it's pretty close. I'll live with that. Just trim off this. I thought I'd get more of that off, but that's a pretty nice fit. It's a smaller head than the hand. The handle's not the right size. Okay, that job's done. I would say, oh, there we go. So that's in. It should go down a little more. I didn't even use the wooden. Usually I use a wooden wedge, but it's such a small hole and it fits so tight that I couldn't even see the little crack in the wood. So yeah, after I did that video yesterday, I finished cleaning up this file. Look at how shiny it is. It came out spotless. I went, put some soap and some degreaser on it and scrubbed the crap, just all the grime and crap stuck in the grooves, and it turned out pretty good. I still have to sharpen it. Now, I think I'm just going to grab these 2 pieces here, and maybe a little flat plate too. And I got to go to my home shop. I have the bandsaw there, and I have the lathe. I'm going to bore the 7/8. No, it's 15/16 hole. I only have a 7/8 bit here, and I'm pretty sure I have a 15/16 at my shop, so I'll see you there. So it's the last week for nice fall color leaves, and they're really starting to fall off now. Up ahead is the mountain. You can't see it very well from here, but we live just below that mountain. It's a small mountain. Okay, so I got it in the 4-jaw, and I looked around. I thought I might have a 15/16 bit, but I don't. So I've got bigger, I've got smaller. I got everything but what I need. So I'm gonna put a 7/8 in here, and I'll drill it out. exactly straight there. It's not crucial. I slowed it down a little bit. It's working great. There, I'm boring it now. It's the first pass. I got one more pass to make. Tight fit. It should be the finish pass. Can't see very much. That's a better angle. Can't see very much. One more pass. Still a little too tight. One more time. Okay, I'm cutting the other one. And this one's done. So I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, I decided to trim a little off. I decided to trim a bit off the this block here. Bring it down to 2x2. And I did the same with the other one. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. And in part 2 or 3, I'm gonna have different parts. I'll finish it up. I'll get those welded in. Hopefully have it painted and all back together. Thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you can, and take care. Thanks.